Welcome, welcome, friends. I'm Nancy Thompson with Create with Nancy, and it's time for some creative ink. It is Friday, January 17th, 2025, and it's all about a fun fold. I guess it's called a fun fold card. Today, we are creating a double pocket card. So it's simple and easy. It looks complicated, but I'm going to walk you through step-by-step directions so you can go and create one in your craft studio today. So as I said, I'm Nancy Thompson. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Skaneateles, New York. And actually, it's a warm day. It's a balmy day because we have been in the teens here, and more cold weather is coming back again. So I guess some of the snow's melting a little bit, and but it's still gloomy. We need some sunshine. Hi, Colleen. I saw Colleen earlier today. I'm late. Today I had classes this morning, and I thought I was ready for today, and then I'm like, okay, I needed to find some stamps and dies that I'm going to use today. But I have some a fun project to share with you that you're going to love. If you happen to have like a piece of copy paper or a piece of scrap paper that's 8.5 by 11, go grab that so you can maybe make a template along with me, or just sit and watch and do the replay again, okay? But anyway, so let's get started. Yes, it was a great day. Yes, I forgot to take a picture of the pie. I meant to do that to share that. I was set up and ready for classes, but that didn't happen. But I always make some type of sweet treat for those who attend my classes, and today was apple pie day. And I haven't had any, so there's still a few pieces left, but anyways. Okay, so let's go to my desktop. There we go. So on Wednesday, we created these easy cards with the Marbled Elegance designer paper and stamp set and die bundle that goes with this collection. It's in the online store, in the online exclusive, so that's where you can find this. And it's just really, somebody worked on some Valentine's cards today, and they came out fabulous. Kind of like this same concept, but a little bit different that we have going in our class. But I think no matter what two pairs of paper you pair together, it's just gonna look nice. So look at this sweet one with Melon Mambo. So if you missed the replay, go and check out the replay with this. This uses the stamp and die set there to do it. So I think you can have a lot of fun creating these cards. So we're continuing on the theme with this fabulous paper. And I don't have paper for all the designs. I'm literally down to scraps. I have one full sheet of paper left. I'm waiting for an order, and it's not going to be here till next week. So hopefully this lasts me till then, because I haven't got any more. But I did showcase it on Wednesday, okay? So go check out that, and I'm just like looking at my desktop, make sure I do it. So here's the die set. I love this. Today we are going to use this big die here today, okay? And what else are we using? We're using, we're going to use the stamp, and so cut out the rose. Here's the bundle. So we're going to cut out the rose here and a leaf, and also the stitched heart as well, and this size heart. So we're using a lot of this set today, which I am so glad to do. And my suggestion with this is to make sure you use wax paper with this die, and even this die, okay? Have wax paper in between the die and your cardstock, and you're going to be so much happier because it can easily stick in all this stitching, okay? It will pop out of the die so much like butter, okay? And the other stamp set we're using, we're going to use these two greetings here on our card, and we're also using So Sincere. So I thought these would make some fun thinking of you, feeling better, because there's definitely a lot of sickness going around. So I thought this card's going to end up being to send to people who aren't feeling well during, you know, these next few months. So Okay, so maybe I should show you guys the card first. So let me find my sample here. Here we go. We're going to make one in red. This is with Melon Mambo. So that way you can kind of see where this is going. So we've decorated this front of this, and we've got this cute little heart here that pops out that we're going to decorate, and then another insert here. So that's what it means. Double pocket card. Okay, isn't that fun? And I'm going to walk you through it step by step. Okay, so what we're going to do, so pretend we're going to just kind of do the template. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit more. And my lighting doesn't feel like it's the best, but we're going to make do. Okay, so as I said, this is 8.5 by 11, and you could really start with whatever size you want. You could go smaller, and maybe I'll write about this, blog about this. I need to get back to blogging. I keep saying that. And make some other, or maybe I'll make some and show a smaller size, okay? Okay, so simple. So let's go back. Where's my sample again? So whatever pattern I want to be the predominant one, so it's going to be on this pocket and like the background, is what I want facing up, okay? Pat, you got all the sunshine? That's not fair. We're going to get the deep freeze too, so stay warm. Hopefully you're getting any errands done today in the sunshine and then cozying up inside. So, okay, so 8.5 by 11. So we're going to fold in half. All right, like this. So we're going to just create a template because I want you to kind of see the visualization so you can easily do this, okay? And then we're going to turn it this way, and we're going to fold it in half the other way. I'm trying to think, Pat, if you've made one of these before. I have. It's just been a long time, all right? And there's a lot of different ways to make them. Because I watched a couple videos on making them, and so they were different. And I liked this one. I liked how it was easy to remember the pocket. Okay, so we've got our, all our valleys on the inside, and the mountains are on the side. I don't want dominant, okay? So I'm going to turn it this way, and I'm going to trim. You can use your trimmer. You can just use a pair of scissors. Normally, I've been doing the trimmer because then I got a nice straight cut. But for the video, it's always sometimes hard to see in the video to put the trimmer in. So we have just two flaps like this, okay? Everybody with me so far? Hi, Kathy, welcome. And just always make sure your score lines, are nicely burnished, okay? Whoops. Kind of went off center there, all right? Okay, now we're ready to create our pockets, all right? So we have our cut opening over here. I feel like it moved on me or something. I think when I folded it there. Okay, so we're going to take this upper left corner and we're going to just fold it down. There's no exact measurement. It doesn't really matter. About 1.5 inches away from this center fold, okay? So I do have one here, all right? So I don't know if you guys will help. So I've been drawing some lines. Here's my center crease, okay, and I've cut it. Okay, so we just folded this over, okay. So I wrote on my template, number 1, fold down. And I like to put just a little bit of adhesive here and folded this down, and that kind of just secures the flap, okay. So there's step 1, number 1. Now, number 2, we're going to go back to our template, and we're going to bring this corner, this side here, up to almost the fold. You don't want it touching the fold because it will kind of bind in there, all right? So we just kind of put your fingernail just before the fold, and it doesn't need to be exact, okay? No matter where you put it, we're going to still create a pocket, okay? And let's just burnish that. So there's number 2, okay? So that's step number 2. So, and that's what I've got, number 2, fold almost to the fold, all right? And I would put a little bit of adhesive just here so it folds over and it's kind of secured on there, okay? So this will be secured down, okay? Now our next step is, we've got just these 2 folds done. Am I going slow enough, guys? Let me just kind of, because I don't want you to have to play this time and time again. So now we're going to pick this up and we're going, well, we don't need to pick it up. We're going to just, we're going to add adhesive here and here, okay? Close to the edge. I would use tear tape, okay? And this is just going to get folded right over there, okay? So there's our first pocket. See, so pretend, just so you can know, you know, this would be tear tape that's on the back side. So you don't want it all in here because we want to create that pocket space there, all right? So we just need adhesive here and along this end, because this is like that side, it's secure because it's on the fold, okay? Okay, now this is the, you know, the only tricky part, I think. Hi, Shirley, welcome. We're going to take this piece over here and we're going to fold it behind, okay? So it's peeking over on this side now, all right? And then we're going to take and fold this up to here. It won't meet totally even with that, and that's totally fine, okay? And just burnish that again. And I would just add a little bit of adhesive, you know, like here. It just helps secure it down, okay? And then ultimately, this is going to fold right up here, and so far everything's been good. You know, it's going to meet, and it's got a flat point on there, so it's totally fine on how far. You don't have to be totally in. It'll just be a little bit of a flatter point up here is all, not a sharp point, which is totally okay. Hi, Patty, welcome. And so that's how that's going to look. So we've got our two pockets right there. So we would put adhesive here, okay, right along here. And tear and tape is a good friend, and then also here. And it's just the perfect width for you to, for it to create a pocket. So we want to secure it here and there. And that's your template, everybody, okay? So now let's walk through making a card base, right? Okay, so we've got this marbled paper. This is the paper I want to be really dominant, so that's what's going to be on the inside. And really work with paper that has an overall pattern, not directional. And I will show you a few samples in a minute. I didn't finish the samples, but that have, I need to go back and redo them because, actually, let's score this, okay? This is a little hard to fold, so don't be afraid to use your trimmer on this. So we know it's 8.5 by 11, so halfway this way is 4 1/4. So let's score that, and then halfway the long ways is 5 1/2, right? Now this is going to fold up so much nicer. Okay, there we go. I really enjoyed making these cards last night. I had fun, and I'm excited to share the other samples I have because I started then looking through my designer paper as to see what would really work well with this paper. There is a lot of directional paper in the catalog. Okay, but this marbled paper is perfect. All right, so we've got our folds, and I'm going to just pull my trimmer back in, and I'm going to cut on the left side. If you were to cut on the right side, it comes out totally different, okay? And I do have a sample of that. You could line it up at 5 1/2 because it should be at, you know, the center there. And let's bring our trimmer down, and then you're just going to go up to 4 1/4. Okay? And that is it. Isn't that simple? We've got that fold and then that. Okay, so what's step number one? Step number one is to take this upper left corner and bring it down. So you got about 1.5 inches there, correct? So let's do that. And I know I have tear tape on my desk. Here we go. This tear tape is white, so it always like, it must be a new style. All right, so I'm just going to put a little bit there. You don't need a ton. So tear tape comes off really super easy if you give it a little back rub, and that just helps release the paper from all that sticky adhesive. Okay, so we've got that. Now we're going to add some tape here along this edge. Okay, I'm going to pull in my snips for this. And then along this edge, right here along this cut mark. There we go. Okay, can you guys see where that tape goes? So just from here to here, so we can secure that pocket. Here we go. And always love the first day of classes. It's just so good to see everybody. We had a good crowd too. So there's room definitely in both classes next week. There's still a couple spots. So if you're local, give me a shout out and sign up for a class. I think I did. Yeah. Okay. I forgot to do this. So we're going to go down to this corner. I forgot to do this. This should have been step 2. And let's make this a little bit farther away from that. I'm going to make this a little bit farther away. So we're going to secure this. All right. Fold that up. Let's put a little bit of adhesive here. There we go. It can be anywhere. I just like to add a little bit to secure it down. Okay. Now we're going to take and fold this behind, right? Am I going slow enough, guys? I want to make sure you're grasping this. Okay. Then we're going to fold this over. So I'm just following that what's previously folded and just folding that over. There we go. And then let's add a little bit more adhesive right here on this piece. Okay. Let's add a little bit more here. I mean, you can add as much as you want. If you really want to secure that down, go right ahead and add as much as you want right there. But I don't think it's necessary. Okay, we're almost done. Before I put adhesive, I'm going to just match this up to make sure everything's hunky-dory here. There we go. I got off a little bit there. I wonder if my cutting's off or something. Maybe I didn't score it properly. Just looks off, doesn't it? Oh well, it's not going to bother me, right? It is going to bother me. I'm going to just throw this in the trimmer really quick and just peel off that little bit of designer paper. There we go. Because it's not going to hurt anything. Just a little wisp there. Hi, Gail. Welcome. Happy Friday to you, too. There we go. Okay, so let's add our adhesive. We're going to put adhesive here. And just one line is all you need. So get it close to the fold. Let's do this. Because well, you could use liquid glue, but it's messy. I would recommend the tear tape. So we need tape there. And then a little bit of tape right on this side as well. Here we go. So let's rub those down. Make sure they release good. This is where you wish you had nails. You can use your pick tool if you want. That's helpful. And then just adhere that down. We have our pocket card. Look at that. Pocket here and a pocket there. Okay, now the fun part comes. We're going to embellish, right? And I just realized I didn't do my envelopes for my cards. So, oh rats. I was going to switch that out. Hang on. I got to grab a different gold heart. This one I must have die cut into something. Or the die cut into, it shifted and cut into another place. Okay, so I love using gold with this. It's just so beautiful. So we are going to, yes, what are we going to do? Okay, I guess let's start with the front. So we're going to just do this, and we're going to, we got a skinny little, let's see, let's zoom in now. We can, whoops, not that far, Nancy. Let's zoom in. There we go. That looks a little better. I think we're done with tear tape. So we have a stylish shape label, the little skinny one, and we're going to use happiness inside for our greeting. Okay. because there's going to be lots of happiness inside of this card. All right, so let's ink that up. We're going to use Real Red because there's also a little bit of cherry cobbler in here too as well. And I'm going to stamp it all the way to the right side of my label, okay? And let's see. Let's do this. Let's add a little bit of liquid glue on here. We're going to just add this right about there. Okay. Now, I think we talked about the perforated hearts, okay? We're going to use some tear tape on here because the liquid glue does ooze out those perforations. So kind of keep that in mind when you're die cutting labels with all of that perforation in it, okay? So let's just rub that. This one's a little bit more difficult because of the perforations. It doesn't want to adhere very easily. Okay, come on. You're being stubborn today. All right, so let's just put this right about there, okay? And I've already die cut and stamped a rose here, so let's do that next. We're going to, I'm going to pull in my seal here. I'm lazy today, so let's put some seal on the back of this to make it easy to adhere these leaves. So let's put one right there, and then let's do another one over here. There we go. Okay, isn't that just sweet? I love this rose. Okay, let's pull in some dimensionals. I know they were on my desk. Let's see. Here we go. Put them back on my little cart. So let's add some here where these leaves are. Mr. Cooper's up roaming around. He's been a lazy bum all day. He's been sleeping away. Must be he's anxious now to get into trouble. Get into some trouble. All right, so I like to always try to, like when I'm putting two pieces together, adhering, to put it, you know, if I'm using dimensionals, make sure it's covering that joint with a dimensional. Excuse me, to make sure it stays connected. Let me just dump this. So let's get rid of our backings here. Wait to see this. So I haven't decided if I need any bling on this. And yeah, so before we get done, let me know if you think that some bling should go on here. Because it is the gold. Oh, all of a sudden I'm sitting still and now I want to go to sleep. Okay, so we're going to just kind of angle this so it looks, you know, like that. Isn't that just sweet? Okay, we still need our red ink pad, so we're going to move to our heart here. So I've already die cut the heart, and we're going to say, happiness inside just to brighten your day. How does that sound? And we're going to stamp this kind of towards the bottom. Uh-oh, I think I forgot something. I did, and I'm going to have to grab it. Let's see, what did I do with it? I gotta think. I need a hole punch, and I'm not sure if I did. So let's grab this. We need a little piece of paper, and I do need a hole punch. Hang on. I'm just not sure if I put it in the right spot. Okay, this will do, because I think I haven't brought everything in from classes, so we used it in class today. Okay, so we've got just to brighten your day, and we knew I needed that rose stamp. We are gonna use it. So let's pull out, and I didn't do green. Gotta look behind my desk. Maybe we can do some Old Olive instead. I need another ink pad. Totally forgot. I was stamping all this. Okay, so we've got some Garden Green and Real Red. Okay, so let's grab a rose stamp and let's grab this leaf as well. Let's grab a little block here. Here we go. Whoops. Oh, Lordy. Guess I didn't make sure that was like stuck down. I think this needs a little bit more ink. Okay. Press and hold because it's such a solid image. Yeah, this definitely needs some ink. And maybe we'll put another one over here. Okay, there we go. And then let's grab some leaves in here. Guess that they're going to overlap a little bit. So let's do that. And then let's do this. So it's got like a little stem that you can look for the indentation in the flower, okay, to add that stem. There we go. So you can kind of see, you see the indentation where it goes into the indentation of the flower. So that's helpful in placing your your stem. Okay, I think that looks okay. Let me just close this up before we ruin our card here, our heart in this one. Hi, Carol, welcome. Something sparkly. So you think I should sparkly Gail on there? Okay, so we've got that, and I didn't smudge anything on there yet. Red is a tough ink. It's easy to smudge, so give it a minute to dry. And make sure your hands are clean. I'm getting ink all over mine. Okay, so we're going to put this heart right here on this, okay? And being careful to make sure it's dry. All right, this isn't the punch I wanted. I really wanted a 1/8 punch, but we're going to just wing it and go with this. I'm just going to punch a couple holes. There we go, because nobody's going to see it, all right? So we want like a punch hole right there. And then we're going to take, about 8 inches of ribbon. Okay, and we're going to just thread it through this. Make sure you don't twist her up, all right, that it stays nice and going all the same way. I'm just threading it through so it's about halfway. I want it to be a little bit longer on the back side. And then we're just simply going to tie a knot. All right, so let's tie a knot there and another one. So before you tie this, finish this last one, just make sure your ribbon's going appropriately, okay? Because you don't want a big knot. You want something that's going to fit in your card. There we go. We got some flying tails here. And I think I'm going to trim them now. So you can always trim more off. Don't trim off too much. There we go. So it's about like that. You know, they're about 1.5 inches long or so. And then this is going to pop right into this pocket right there. I love having it kind of peek out on the side there. Isn't that sweet? You could use whatever color heart you wanted to. It could be white, you know, whichever. Okay, we're going to finish off with, actually, we're not done stamping. Hang on. We got to pull out our ink again. All right, so let's embellish this up with a little bit of ink here. So let's add it onto here. Yikes. And I'm going to just put it in this lower right for a change. Okay. And let's grab our garden green again. And let's add some leaves over here. There we go. And that's our inside. We're going to mat it onto, so what is this size? So this is 3 and, is it 3.5? 3.5 by 1, 2, 3, 4 3/4 is what it is. And so this would be 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. Different measurements because of all the adhesive along the sides. It needs to be able to, you know, slide in and out easily. Okay, so there we go. Just a nice frame. And then this is going to pop right into this back pocket right here. Just so there's like 1/8 of an inch difference or so. All right. So one other thing I want to point out. Let's make sure that's down. There's on this bottom side, you're going to see like just a little bit here. So I just kind of reach in with my liquid glue and just put a little bit there. Don't overdo it and don't get too close to the edge because how do I know it? Because it oozed out here on the bottom. So stay inside a little bit because it'll move on you. All right. So then, I mean, just look around. Everything should be else folded up and closed. You know, that's the only one that I didn't know where to put the adhesive for that. So I hope you love this. I love this. If you don't have the heart bundle, you could do, it could just be like a tag. It could be maybe, oh, excuse me, other shapes. So we were talking about what bling to put on here. And I hadn't figured that out yet. So something sparkly is what Gail suggested, I think. So we don't really have any gold. Well, we got those, but this gold is like a antique-y type gold. Plus I want to make sure they go through the mail. These are pretty thick. I mean, I have these gold buttons there. They could be a possibility. And these are a little bit thinner. It's kind of like an antique. The gold is off. It's a golden. This is more of a bright yellow. Okay, what else we got here? We've got those, but I don't care for the look. There's only a few left. Okay, let's scrap that. No. Oh, Nancy, we can do the hearts. What am I thinking? Okay, we got hearts. Oh, we went through all that for nothing. Okay, let's do these hearts. Okay, move that out of the way. This is a new package, so let's open this up. I love opening my packages up on the side here, because then they just slide in and out, and I don't have to worry about that flap. Cut that very good. Okay, so see what I mean? You just kind of they'll slide in and out like that. You can take the whole thing out even. Okay, so this is where I run into trouble as to where to put a heart. I don't know. Maybe just one heart. I'm thinking we're just going to add one heart here. Just kind of off to the side. How about that? I just don't know about adding any more elsewhere, unless I put them all up here as a trio. We'll do that. Let's put them all up here as a trio. There we go. Okay, there we go. We've got it. A punch bling out of any metallic cardstock so they're flat. That is a good idea, Betty. Welcome, Betty. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. I love because these are so flat. All right. So let's do the envelope because I didn't do my envelope ahead of time, everyone. Okay, we can do that later. And what did I do with my envelope? I have them somewheres. I think I cut it. Well, I cut it for the pink one. I didn't cut one for that for some reason. All right, we'll do the pink one. Okay, so let's do our envelope flap here, and let's add some paper here. Around we go. Some like to use the seal on here. I love using the liquid glue. Just don't over glue it. That's all. Okay. Yes, hearts. Thanks. I know. Isn't that great? Hearts. Great minds think alike, Gail. Okay. I need to get more of those hearts. I'm not sure if I added more in my last order. I can't remember. Because they are sweet. Okay, now let's look at our card. So this is the one I showcased. We got it in the Melon Mambo color. And let's zoom back out a little bit. Let's clean up this messy desk here for a minute. Move that out of the way. And that. And then here's the red one. So which do you like better? Do you like the Mambo or the red one, the real red? And wait till you see these, okay? I think I'm going to do this one next. So this is with the Blooms Impressions designer paper. So these hearts aren't just for Valentine's Day, okay? As I said, happiness inside, just to brighten your day. And then you can write whatever message you'd like on that. So I stamped it with Petunia Pop and the Garden Green on there. And then use Petunia Pop on there with Blackberry Bliss cardstock. So, and excuse me, because I was using a white heart, I did originally have like it stamped on white, and it just didn't pop enough. So I pulled out my colored cardstock and stamped with Blackberry Bliss on the Petunia Pop cardstock. So, okay, thanks, Gail. So there's that one. And then stick around because I want to give you some hints if you're using directional. I haven't quite figured it out with directional, but I want to share with you what it's going to look like with directional, okay? Okay, this one's my favorite. I love this gingham look with the pink. And here's the other one just to brighten your day. And then here's the inside. Isn't that just beautiful with that? This is the Wildflower Birthday designer paper. It just came out in our spring mini. And I just love these hearts. I just want to go and die cut a bunch more. Okay, those are the color combinations I got to share with you today. But let's go and look at some of my other samples that I started with. So let me know, do you love the Modern Elegance paper? Do you love the Wildflower Birthday paper? Or do you love the Blooms Impression paper? So I think just to do more of this with the whole collection. Okay, let's see. Let's look at, so this was my first attempt, okay? And it was hard to, the person I watched, they went fairly fast, so it was hard to keep up and understanding this fold. So, and this fold here is where I had originally folded it like that, okay? Because I thought both of them were supposed to be folded like that. This one up here is just that little tiny fold, okay? And I really wanted to use this paper, but it's directional, okay? So when you fold it this way, that looks fine. But when you fold it up this way, it's upside down. So the other option would be, let's see, is it going to make a difference if the fold's on this side and this paper is up? So we just fold it this way and then it comes over, that's up. And then let me think here. And then this paper is folded up like this. This is wrapped around. This goes up. So this way would work. So if you have directional, you want the directional on the bottom side. And so that way it's in the middle. okay? But you might not like the pattern, you know, as well. So if this was a non-directional pattern, it would really work really well. Let's see, what else? Oh, and see how where we had the cut mark here on the right hand side, how it now has the pockets on this side, which is totally cool and different as well. So Gail, thanks Betty. Betty loves them all. Kathy loves them all. Betty Hayden loves the pink gingham, and same with Gail Burke, the pink gingham. I know, that's my favorite. So let's look at a few. I haven't finished these, so this one's another one that I folded on the other side as well. Yeah, this one, I think you can get away with it, the non-directional, okay? I just did it with this. This is okay. I'm happy with that. Yeah, where is this? This. Oh, this one, this must have been a different way I was doing it as well. Another video that I was watching. I don't want to confuse you with that, but it's just another way that she did it. So there's that. And this is one as well. So see, non-directional. So you just have to pay attention. You can kind of see if we have this going up. We've got this here and this here. This goes over. And then this goes behind, over, and then up. So I think you can get away with this because it looks okay, you know? All right, so hopefully I didn't confuse you with these templates, all right? So depending on which way you like, you can have the slit. So if you want a right hand pocket, the slit's on the left. If you want a left hand pocket, the slit's on the right. Does that make sense? Okay, because this is the pocket on the left, and we had our slit over here. So hopefully that helps you. I think I need a nap. I can't stop yawning all of a sudden. I think I need some coffee, right? Some caffeine here so I can get going. I still got to cook dinner tonight. Okay, so hopefully you have loved this. Well, I'm on the wrong thing here. And I totally forgot about doing this. Here's the January host code. If you'd love to place an order, just go to my website, createwithnancy.com, and just go to the online store, click the Shop Now button, and that will take you directly to my online store. And if you're new to my channel, if you're watching this and it pops up in your feed, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell so you get alerted when I'm going live here in YouTube. And if you have any questions, remember, it's celebration time. So, and do I have a catalog here? I have them all out in the, oh no, I do. It's celebration time. So there are so many free things in this catalog that you can earn for free. Okay, there's a $60 level and a $120 level. This is the Bloom Impressions designer papers. You can get this for free with a $60 order. And you also get a free thank you gift of cards kits as a thank you. And let's see, what else? Yeah, so, and if you really want a discount, sign up for the join special, okay? And if you'd love more information about that, I would love to share that with you. So I think that's it. I'm not sure what we're doing next week, but I got to get my designer paper shares packaged up and ready to go for those who ordered the designer paper shares. That's exciting. So have a great weekend. You know what I'll be doing. So maybe I'll try to take some behind the scenes photos, maybe how the share is working and stuff like that, so you guys can see the progress we're making. So will this be a card class in the future? Kathy, I don't know. Okay, stay tuned. I am working on, so save the date, okay? February 13th and 14th, a special Love Me Day. I'm not sure. I got to come up with a catchy title, okay? Something all about you. So make sure to say one of those 2 dates so you can come and do a special class. That's the only thing we're going to be doing in that class. Everybody will be doing the same exact thing. And I'm going to be working on those designs here possibly this weekend. So, all right. I'm going to be a busy lady, so I got to get my beauty rest tonight for sure. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. And I'm glad that you like this, Kathy, and that you want to have a class in it. So, but I think you can do it all on your own because I walk through that template super easy, okay? That you can do it. Hopefully I walk through it super slow so you can keep up with me, okay? Hit the pause button if I'm going too fast, and so you can create along. Definitely try it with a piece of computer paper first, or if you got some designer paper you don't love, start with that too, and then you might have a card that you can create as well. But I don't think you can go wrong with it. So have a great weekend, Colleen, and thank you guys for joining in. I will see you again next week for some more Creative Ink, and get mailing those hand stamped cards that you are creating so you can bring joy to someone else today, soon. All right. Bye-bye, everybody.